Pickens across the board. There really is not much difference size-wise. So, you're playing with 5 guards out there. Doesn't matter who you've got in there, you've got 5 guards in there.
So let's talk strategy for a second. It is the years we see Ava Queen come out. She is the post player. So far, we've seen her take and miss 3 threes. If you're Coach Chastain, do you say, all right, let's calm down and get down low, or are you happy with that?
Well, right now, trying to get the rhythm of the game first here of the season, in the beginning of the season, you want them to be selective. But she is a shooter, so got to let those shooters shoot.
Will be out of bounds that time. Second turnover in a row we've seen there from Ellison Steinhauer. Of course, her dad, Pickens coach. I think he coaches the girls' junior high. Former men's coach, boys coach here. And a friend of ours.
That's right.
Mullins dribbling through traffic, kicks it out. Any more, has it go off her foot, and we will have our first held ball of the season, and it will go over to the Lady Rebels.
Tell you what, playing this tight defense here on Courtney, she's going to have to work a little extra hard, but I imagine she's going to see this all year long.
She'll have a target on her back, as will this Fannin team and this Dragonettes team. And while we are talking about it, the Dragonettes have moved back into this region with Gilmer and some other teams. It is going to be brutal, to say the least. 4 top 10 teams preseason just in this one region. That's a murderer's row.
It is. I mean, you're not going to see a 1 or 2 loss season. I mean, you're going to have to take some lumps in the, during the season, but at the same time, you're not going to see anything better once you get to the state tournament.
Absolutely. Those big games will come early and often, but you will be prepared certainly for the end of the year. Ellie Cook with a nice move. Can't get it to go. That is held underneath. Riley Reeves able to tie it up, and it will be net basketball.
Coach Chastain got that 1-3-1 going here. That's one of his favorite defenses that he brought when he started here at Fannin, and he kind of incorporated some other things, but he's bringing that back, and you just don't see a lot of that a lot of times.
So we have seen, I think, a little bit of cooling off here after that early start. That one is blocked by Bella Hopkins, and it will be the Nets going the other way in transition. Steinhauer all the way to the bucket. Nice move there from the freshman, and that will be a foul. Looks like they're going to get number 22 on that foul, which is Riley Reeves. Be her first. Steinhauer on the board. Coach, I think, the folks here that know the Nets program know that she's going to be an important piece to this team for the next several years. So good to see her getting started.
She is, and I'm going to tell you, I went up to Fannin during the summer, their summer camp, and watched Pickens play, watched several teams play. But Ellison Steinhauer has the quickest release on her shot of any freshman I've ever seen.
You have seen a few in your day, Coach. That was a compliment.
Oh, that was a nice job there, Reagan O'Neill.
That one up and good.
One thing about it, there's not anybody on either team that's afraid to shoot. They pretty much have the freedom to put a shot up, and they're not scared to put it up.
Back and forth we go here in this opening quarter. Just about 2 minutes left. Of course, our tournament this year brought to you, as always, by ETC and Piedmont Mountainside. This is the first time we've really seen it slow down. Still 15 seconds left on the shot clock, though, and that one up and good, and it'll be another tie-up that will go to the Lady Rebels.
So I know anybody watching the pregame show are going to be just like I got hammered coming in the gym. I accidentally wore blue today. You know, I wasn't going to wear green, but I wasn't going to wear blue, and but I already got called out for it. So
you know, sometimes you look in the closet and you just need something warm, Coach.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of something warm today.
I don't think you have to worry about the folks at home. It's the folks in green in the gym here.
Oh,
they will take notice.
Got on to me hard already.
Ava Queen gets it up, and that is the first time we've seen the entirety of the shot clock used. And so there you see it. You have to take a shot at the very end of it, and you end up getting a wild one. Nice move to the bucket and one for Emmy Moore. Sophomore.
Ava Queen, that's her second foul. Going back to that story, I got to tell you this little story. We're playing the state tournament. We were hosting, and we're in the second round, and huge game. And I look over before the game starts, and my sister comes in, and she had on the same color as the team we were playing.
Oh, no.
I go in there in my closet in my office, and I get her something out that was our color.
Now, was this purple or green? This particular
it was purple.
There you go. A lot of contact at the bucket. No foul. Courtney Davis throws it up. Almost went. Rebound down low up. So Fannin gets 3 looks at it. Can't get it to go. Final 35 seconds here. They can hold it till right to the end, but no can do, says Caroline Mullins. And now we're going to have another held ball. It'll stay with the nets. And so if they want, they can hold this to the final possession. We'll see. You mentioned Ava Queen with those 2 fouls. She is going to come out for this final 25 seconds. That one thrown away. You could hear Coach Thomas imploring Emma Gleason to dribble. Just got stuck in no man's land. Fannin will slow it down, looking for a good shot here. O'Neal gives it to Davis. This is the person you want with the ball in their hands. Final 5 seconds. She's going to put it up and can't get it to go. Pickens with 1 shot, can't get it off. And that brings this first quarter to an end. Strong quarter for the Dragonettes. They lead Fannin 15-7. We'll step aside and be right back as our tip-off tournament rolls on.
All right. I know
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
Second quarter underway here. Lady Rebels in possession, trailing by 8. Jeremy Green alongside Coach Donna Enos. 2 highly touted teams here, the Lady Rebels and the Dragonettes, preseason top 10 in their classifications.
Tell you what, I think the offensive rebounds in this game are going to be very important with two such good defensive teams, and offensive rebound is huge to get that second chance.
So you can see a little bit of the difference in these two teams. So for Pickens, it's all about team ball. You can tell Coach Thomas is comfortable with the entirety of his team. He's got Steinhauer out there, Bella Hopkins. He's got, of course, Caroline Mullins, who is arguably the best player, Madison Powell. So he's very much a team-oriented style, where for the Lady Rebels, while certainly they rely on O'Neal and Cook and Riley Reeves, the team runs everything through Courtney Davis, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Well, you know, we have watched over the last couple of years that, you know, if Becca Ledford wasn't taking over the game when they needed it, Courtney Davis was. And so, you know, you had two people that could take over a game, and you had to be, you know, conscious of that. And without Becca, I think, you know, a lot of pressure is going to be put on Courtney out there at the guard position.
Yeah, this is going to be the year where she kind of takes over herself. Bucket up and good there.
Well, there's Allison Steinhauer with her first field goal.
Riley Reeves looking to get to the basket. Fannin just a little out of control early on.
I'll tell you, you know, I'm impressed with Pickens, the blocking out that they're doing, limiting the offensive rebounds.
Open shot from outside, can't get it to go, but here's Gleason with the rebound. Shot is up, can't get it to go. So both of these teams have cooled off tremendously.
Yeah.
But Pickens still with the 10-point lead. Well,
you know, you had Emma Gleason there. I mean, Coach Cowart, that was there at Pickens for many years, and all of us played for him. You know, his thing was offside rebounding. And that was really the leading scorer on the team most of the time came from that offside rebounding position. And so good to see that getting covered.
Takeaway there and taken right back. Quick hands for both of these teams. Riley Reeves just swarmed that time. And this is, you hate to even use this terminology, a friendly rivalry. We haven't seen any smack talk, anything. Of course, the coaches are friends, and these players are familiar with each other. We may not see it be as friendly with these two teams play the folks in purple, but so just a good, clean game so far.
I think there's a mutual respect between the two teams.
Three-pointer is up, and it is good. Bella Hopkins with her second three. So how about this, a 13-point advantage early on for the Nets.
I think that the Lady Rebels are going to have to find their identity a little bit more than the Dragonettes are, simply because they lost so much scoring last year. And, you know, the Dragonettes, they were just, you know, very balanced. And, of course, you know, obviously you always miss those seniors. But I think that, you know, Lady Rebels, they lost a big bulk of their scoring last year.
Fannin, too, they've been really aggressive at going to the basket and trying to create contact, but they haven't gotten any of those calls, at least early on. We'll see if that changes. Also, Ava Queen still on the bench with those two fouls. That hurts them as well in the scoring category.
Embry Bryant there with a steal.
That's second one here in the second quarter for her. Nets looking to add to their lead. Deep three-pointer taken. It is up and good. Steinhauer is in fuego. 7 points to lead all scorers here early on.
You know, Pickens, they have been three-point shooters in the last couple of years, but I'm going to tell you what, they have got some girls that can really hurt you quickly with a three-point shot.
That was a beautiful pass down low, and just not able to finish that time was Macy Hawkins, and Reagan O'Neal picks up a frustration foul. It'll be her first. More substitutions here for Coach Thomas. Mullins looking to get her shot off the dribble. Gets a good look, can't get it to go. Ellie Cook out front. Cook fires from outside, cannot get that one to go, and it will be Pickens, as you mentioned a moment ago, Coach. Boxing out, rebounding.
Tell you what, when you're one and done and you're struggling to score, that's just, that's just not good. And then you're getting out hustled on the rebound on the other end. I know Coach Chastain's got to be frustrated, but this is part of that, learning process, learning to play together kind of thing.
Coach Thomas tells them to slow it down a little bit. He had a couple of ugly threes there, so they're going to reset, look for a good shot, and Riley Reeves is going to pick up her second foul. A couple of cheap ones there in a row for the Lady Rebels.
Okay, now talk about the shot clock. So you have a 35-second shot clock. When you have, a foul or something on your end, it's going to reset to 25 instead of 35.
Mullins.
She hasn't gotten in rhythm yet. And she's another one that's going to draw a ton of attention. Her and Courtney Davis are kind of in the same boat there.
Going to be a foul on Gleason, her first. I think you can see in the body language of Courtney Davis a little bit of frustration. They are face guarding her and not giving her any room to breathe, and she might as well get used to that. We're going to see a lot of it. Coach Chastain wants to take a timeout and talk about it. It's 23-7. Nets in control here early. We'll step aside and be back after this.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
So Coach Ryan Chastain talking to his Lady Rebels, trying to get them to get some good shots here towards the end. Gets a good look from Ava Queen, but just not able to finish, and frustration continuing here for the Lady Rebels. Amy Moore rises and fires up and good for the sophomore. Gives her 6.
Well, what's happening is Pickens is scoring in transition a lot of times because they have got to respect, got a foul there on Steinhauer, but you've got to respect and take away the easy shot at the basket, but they're having their three-point shooters set up there, and they're just not getting back in time to cover some of these shooters.
So they call that one on the floor before the shot. So no free throw attempts. Final 2:15 of play here. Courtney Davis with the ball. That's probably been her best look all day, and she's able to finish.
Tell you what, she is just so smooth, just kind of weaving in and out of those defenders. But that is Fannin's first points of this quarter. So they've gone 6 minutes without scoring.
And all it was, very simple two-man game. Ava Queen passed the ball, set a little screen on Briley Deering, and Courtney able to get to the basket. So we'll see if that little two-man game can continue. And even though you've got Queen in foul trouble, you have to have her out there at this point.
You're going to have to get it in. 5-second call. Just a little bit of hesitancy there. But that's one of those turnovers you really don't want. A dead ball turnover right there. Just throw it up for grabs.
Davis with the ball in her hands again, looking for some room. And Little call there. Going to be.
I think it's the
on
right
Bella
call, but it
Hopkins.
seemed like it was a little late to me.
Yeah. I think it was a foul, but as you mentioned, whistle maybe got stuck. 26-9. Nets continue to lead. Stick with us at halftime. We're going to have some thoughts from some of these players. We were able to interview the seniors for both of these teams throughout the week. You went and talked to the Dragonettes, and I had a chance to visit with these Lady Rebels. We'll hear from them as Steinhauer is up and good. First player into double digits with scoring. Quite a debut for Steinhauer. Queen from way outside knocks it down. That's her 4th attempt. She's finally able to get it to go, and now we've got a ball game back and forth here. Steinhauer and Queen. Nice little matchup out there. Good defense by Ava Queen. Steinhauer looking for a place to go with the ball. Little push right there, no whistle. Cook and Hopkins, nice little back and forth.
Okay, let's see if they get this off before the shot clock goes off.
So Mullins with a way deep 3, and shot clock comes into play there. Courtney Davis looking to run. She's down 4-on-1, and she's going to be called for the charge.
That's a big call right there because that's her 2nd foul.
And Emma Gleason celebrating hit Caroline Mullins right in the face. So I don't know, we said that was 4-on-1. It looked like a pretty good move, but just in good position defensively. So that'll probably be the end of this half of play for Davis. Final 25 seconds here. Steal by the Lady Rebels. Reagan O'Neill throws it away. Was looking for Reeves, but
Briley Deering right there is one of the fastest girls that you're going to see. I mean, speed like crazy.
And she has the final shot, not able to get it to go. So a great half for the Dragonettes. 29-12 will be our halftime score. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we will hear, as we mentioned, from the seniors for both of these teams, and we will get you ready for the second half of play. All Dragonettes in the first half, second half just around the corner.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
So we are back here at halftime. Jeremy Green alongside Coach Donna Enos inside the cage, of course, for this tournament, which is hosted by the folks from Gilmer. And Coach, it's been, no other way to say it, all Dragonettes here in the first half.
It really has. I mean, they've done a good job shutting down Courtney Davis. They have just really cut out any offensive rebounds for the Lady Rebels. And I think that they've kind of frustrated them with their defense and their rebounding.
Yeah, 29-12. The score, but what we know about both of these teams, they can come out and really get on fire in the second half. What we're going to do now is send you to some interviews. First, we're going to hear from the seniors for the Dragonettes. Then we will hear from the seniors for the Lady Rebels and kind of hear what they have to say about this tournament and about the year coming up. So we'll hear from them, and then we'll be right back.
My name is Adrian Plumley, and I'm a post for Pickens High School. That's
Great. Okay, tell me about who your favorite player is and why.
my favorite player is Shaq because he's just really good and he's a post. Really tall, really strong.
Great. So that means you're tall and strong.
Yeah.
What is your responsibility as a leader on the team?
my responsibility is making sure that everything just goes smoothly, like throughout the team, making sure everything's just still organized and that stuff. Making sure we're a good team.
Good. All right. What is your favorite memory of playing basketball?
My favorite memory would be probably last year going to the Final Four.
Wow.
It was just really special. And it's just a really big accomplishment.
Okay. All right. Another question. Tell me what it was like playing in that Final Four on that day.
Well, that day it was, even though I didn't play, it was just really special. And seeing all my teammates out there.
Talk to us about the whole atmosphere of being in the Final Four.
It was just such a big gym, such a big accomplishment. Everybody was just, all the spirits were just high. Everybody was there. It was really exciting.
Okay. Tell me how making it to the Final Four last year is going to help the team this year.
Going to the Final Four last year is going to help us this year want to push more and like exceed how we were last year. It'll make us better. It'll motivate us.
Okay. Anything to say to our fans there?
Thank you for supporting us.
All right. Tell us your name and what position you play.
My name is Emma Gleason, and I'm a post for Pickens Nuts basketball.
That's awesome. All right. Who is your favorite player and why?
My favorite player is Amanda Nelson. She was a senior last year, and she graduated, and now she plays at Reinhardt University, and we're going to go watch her play tomorrow.
What is your responsibility as a leader on this team?
My responsibility as a leader is to just maintain, like, the drama on the team, kind of, and, like, make sure everything is complete before practice begins, and just to keep everything in line and to lead the team during practices and during games and everything like that.
All right. What is your favorite memory of playing basketball?
My favorite memory of playing basketball would be last year when we went to the Final Four and everything that everybody did for us beforehand. They decorated our bus, they decorated the locker room, and made us really feel special.
Great. Okay, here's another question. All right, tell me what it's like to play in the Final Four, actually getting there and playing.
So playing in the Final Four was something I never thought I'd experience. It was the emotion and everything was just like, it felt like we were college basketball players in a humongous gym. I mean, the whole county came down there and watched us. We felt so confident. We were ready. We prepared. It was insane.
That's great. Last question. How do you think going that deep in the state playoff will affect this year or help you in this season?
Going that deep last year, I think it will really, we won't be so nervous because we've already experienced it before. I think it makes us want to go back again and have another run at it and maybe even go further than we did. And I think it will really help us. It won't hurt us. I think it's going to be a helpful tool.
That is great.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
I'm Madison Powell, and I'm a shooting guard.
All right. Who is your favorite player and why?
I'd have to say Caitlin Clark because every time I've just always been intrigued by her.
Tell us a little bit about her. Why is she your favorite?
She's a really good shooter, and she's always, she's just really exciting for her to watch.
Good. Okay. Tell us about your responsibility as a leader on this team.
My responsibility as a leader of this team is to keep everyone hyped up and confident in their own abilities so we can perform well out on the court.
Okay. What's your favorite memory of playing basketball?
My favorite memory is either the state Elite 8 game from last year or the Sweet 16 because we both were down by like double digits and we came back and it was just really exciting. And then when we got back to the locker room, we were spraying water bottles and it was just a really exciting time.
Tell me about the Final Four experience last year.
So the Final Four experience last year, we drove a bus down and the parents decorated it with pictures of all of us, and then we did a walkthrough at the elementary school, and then we went down there and got ready for the game, and we were winning at halftime, and it was a very close game. We were all nervous the whole time. Like, our student section was huge, and then when it came down to it, we just fell short. But it was still an exciting time, and we did as well as we could.
Good. Okay, tell me how making it all the way to the Final Four last year is going to help you this year.
Making it all the way to the Final Four this year has proved that we can win big games, and this year with our new region, we know that we can compete with pretty much anybody if we just get out there and work hard this season.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
Welcome back here. Halftime just about over. We will hear from the Lady Rebels later. We had a fine journalist there who did those Dragonettes interviews, and so it took a little bit longer. We glad to have you with us. A lot of fun here to be had during this week. Of course, we will be here with you all day today and Monday and Tuesday, and so just stick with us. We have 3 more after this one today, as we have the boys from Pickens and Fannin after this, and then Basin girls and Gilmer girls, Basin boys, Gilmer boys later tonight. Lots of basketball ahead of us. Coach, what did Ryan Chastain presumably say to his Lady Rebels in the locker room?
I'm going to tell you, Ryan does such a great job with his halftime adjustments that, he's one of the best around as far as making adjustments at halftime, and so I'm sure offensive rebounding was one of the things, and transition defense would be another thing that he talked about. And I'm sure, getting some offensive sets in and getting some better shots than what they have taken.
Preferably not running into each other like happened there. Ava Queen steps back. It's interesting. We have seen them go to that play a lot, using Davis, as the decoy, and played a little inside-out game with their big. And so if you look right now defensively, Emma Gleason is matched up with Ava Queen. You think you would want to dump it down low to Queen and let her, get an easy shot, but hasn't been the recipe so far.
Well, I tell you what, Emma Gleason last year took on the role of being the inside defender to bigger girls. And she just kind of, just took that role on and just ran with it. And she doesn't mind being physical, and she doesn't mind if somebody 6 inches taller, she's going to go in there and try to be physical and defend them.
So Ava Queen limps off here. Looked like maybe she banged her knee when they were going for that ball on the floor. Give her a second. Jaden Bailey comes in to spell her. Emmy Moore from outside, can't get it to go. Good defensive rebounding position. So that is probably one of the things that was talked about. Reagan O'Neal looking for a shot. Good ball movement so far. Ellie Cook kicks it back out. This Dragonettes team, coach, just so good defensively, so fundamental, always in the right place. We see the reverse layup there. That's a go-to move for Ellie Cook.
Tell you what, that needs to go on the highlight reel for this year. That was really a tough shot and really pretty execution right there.
That is her first bucket of the game, and for them to succeed, she's going to have to score How about that one? Little right-handed layup for Caroline Mullins.
And that's her first two. So you got two of your returners who were key last year just now scoring in the third quarter. Courtney Davis kind of getting in there, so she has two each quarter.
What if you would have told Brandon Thomas you're going to have 30 points in the first half and Mullins is not going to score? He'd have been okay with that. Kicked the ball.
Well, I mean, when you look at the scorebook right here, there's a lot of balance, really on both teams. But you've got people, Pickens has, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, that have scored. Your freshman's leading you in scoring.
They collapsed on defense down there, and they're going to get Ellie Cook for a foul, much to the chagrin of Coach Ryan Chastain. And he may have an argument. Looks like it was pretty good defense, but Cook will pick up the foul, and that's her second. So that's 4 of the 5 starters for the Lady Rebels already with 2 fouls. Reagan O'Neill may have gotten away with one there, so maybe that one counteracted. Ellie Cook can't get it to go a little bit wild, and now the net's back running. Three-pointer up, cannot get it to go, but rebounded by Gleason. Mullins with the shot fake, and she's going to be fouled, and that's going to be on O'Neill. So now all 5 Fannin starters with 2 fouls.
That might be a story to watch here.
So you mentioned Briley Deering's speed. I don't know if you saw it in transition there. We're going to have to get a 40 time for her. She can absolutely fly. Nice free throw there for Mullins.
Coach Thomas talked about her last year as a freshman, about how fast she was. And, I watched her over the course of the last year and watched her some, this summer and everything, and she truly is very fast.
Mullins knocks down the second free throw.
And she runs cross country also, so that's only going to make it better.
Courtney Davis kicks out to Cook. That's her comfort zone, and she knocks it down. So Ellie Cook starting to heat up here in the second half. Fannin has cut into that lead, still trailing by 13.
You're talking about Courtney Davis didn't feel real comfortable so far in this game. And Caroline Mullins just has not really gotten rhythm. But I think that's a credit to both defenses in that they've really focused on, the go-to player on both teams.
So this game, which we talked about all the love and mutual respect, has all of a sudden gotten very physical. And Ryan Chastain, I don't know what the right word to describe his mood is right now, but he's not happy.
Well, that's Ava Queen's third foul.
He had a little something to say to one of the officials who had something to say back a moment ago. So Caroline Mullins here, back-to-back possessions to the free throw line. She's got 4 points now, 5 points now. So Fannin trailing by 15. And so, Coach, let's talk about this phenomenon. Whenever there is complaining to the officials, all of a sudden it seems like if they get it, the whistles become more fast and furious. So that was one I personally would have liked to see them just let them play. But now all of a sudden we've seen whistles on 4 straight possessions.
Well, that can backfire on you too.
Callie Inslee, the sophomore, in now, and she gave that one up and able to steal it back, but then Emery Bryant comes up with it, and that is a dangerous shooter left open out there. Can't get it to go, and bodies everywhere on the floor now as this one gets a little wild and woolly. Another 3 from outside. Backside rebound again, and Fannin is just getting destroyed on the boards over there right now. 4 shots that time, and finally Ellie Cook comes up with it.
When we used to scrimmage, if you couldn't make it in about 3 and you kept getting those offensive rebounds and couldn't make a shot, I'd give it to the other team. Make those shots.
That's right, Jaden Bailey puts Fannin back on the board there. They're going to call the foul, I believe, on Steinhauer. Is that what they said?
I believe that's her second one.
So good bucket from Bailey, and the bench erupts there. They really needed that bucket. Reagan O'Neal comes back in with those 3 fouls. I love that, Coach, personally. That shows a lot of trust in your senior to put her back in with those 3 fouls.
Well, you know, we've talked about it throughout. These kids have been in big games, and they know, you know, what to do, how to do it.
So Ellie Cook hits the deck. No foul called, and then Riley Reeves goes down and hits the deck, hits the bucket, and she's able to get the call. Not sure who they called that one on.
That was on Emory Bryant.
Okay, Bryant.
You know, you take your first half and you kind of get in the rhythm of the game, and you see kind of what how the officials are going to call, and then second half they come out and they're calling it a lot different.
It's a lot tighter here early on, and I think that one with Ellie Cook was probably missed. She was just shoved into the ground right in front of the coach. What a steal by Riley Reeves. So a great possession on one end and a steal on the other end, and it is Courtney Davis leading this Fannin charge down now only by 10. Foul going to be called on the floor this time, and I believe that's going to be another one on Emory Bryant, and all of a sudden, whistles abound.
Well, and you can see, you know, Fannin's playing a lot more aggressive. They were just kind of tentative that first half, but they're being.
Now they're going to call a foul on the offense. That's on Jaden Bailey, I believe. Excuse me, Macy Hawkins. I apologize, Macy Hawkins.
You know, they're having a big battle down there in the post.
That was also Hawkins getting those points. I've been giving them to Bailey over there, so my apologies to the Hawkins family. And it will be a foul as soon as I say that. Up and good for Steinhauer.
You know, this is the closest this game has been in a while.
That one is up and good.
4 for 4 from the line.
So we're going back and forth, back and forth. Now Courtney Davis with 8. Still a 10-point advantage. That one rebounded, and now Fannin out.
I think one thing that Coach Chastain did probably talk to Courtney at halftime and tell her she needed to be more involved in the offense. You know, first half she was kind of tentative because they were playing her so tightly, but now she's just kind of accepted that challenge.
Turnover right there. Both of these teams so well coached. Coach Brandon Thomas over there. A lot of wisdom in that beard that Brandon Thomas is sporting. Of course, Ryan Chastain in his 5th year has taken this team all the way to the state championship game, and so a lot of success, a lot of deep runs for both of these guys. Now mainstays in this North Georgia coaching community. Mullins can't get it to go, but a rebound by Steinhauer, and got to call something. It'll be a timeout taken by Brandon Thomas. So we'll step aside for 30 seconds and be right back. Game getting closer here on ETC.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
So here we go. This is a 10-point game. It feels like it's about a 1-point game. Fannin was trailing so much, and now they're right back in it.
They've had a much better third quarter. Hopkins kind of got just stuck under there and then tried to just kind of draw the foul, but officials let them play on.
Ellie Cook falls down on the ground, and the Fannin bench is not thrilled with the officiating. Maybe she was a little out of control there, no call. But the Lady Rebels so aggressive on defense, but they left Steinhauer open, and she has made them pay. Coach, that is 15 points for the freshman.
I'm telling you, she can score.
Ava Queen with a good-looking shot, can't get it to go. Good box out by Gleason. It seems like that every year when we have a Pickens game, we turn around and there's a new freshman out there, and this year it's Steinhauer. Mullins, who was another one of those freshmen, can't get that one to go, and Ava Queen gets the ball. So Davis not handling the ball out there as more of a shooter this time, and it's going to be Gleason with the foul. That's her second.
So O'Neill's been a little bit quiet on the offensive end here since the beginning of the first quarter. While we got a second, I was going to tell you, talked with Mackenzie Weaver this morning, and you know, she's one that was on the all-tournament team for 4 years, as we've had a few kids that have been, but Mackenzie's going through a health battle right now, and having to do chemo every couple of weeks, and it's just really been difficult. So, you know, if people can kind of keep her and her family in their thoughts and prayers, it would be much appreciated.
Yeah, Mackenzie Weaver is, as we see Mullins up and good, one of the best players we've ever seen, and it was for, as you mentioned, 4 straight years of just absolute non-stop scoring for her. She had a whole bag of tricks as a player, and now she's in a much bigger fight, and we definitely want to be remembering her and her family, as you mentioned. That is a lot on a family, especially on parents, to see their kids go through that, and so we want to be praying for that family.
I tell you, Mackenzie has a great positive outlook, but it's going to be, you know, a long road.
Steinhauer there picks up her third foul, as we mentioned, leading scorer in this game. Riley Reeves misses that one.
Did he call that one on Steinhauer or on Amy Moore?
That's a good question. I thought he called it on Steinhauer. We will find out from the official score here during the break. 17.6 seconds left. Riley Reeves up and good, 41-29, our score. Pickens still with the lead.
Tell you what, the Lady Rebels they had 12 points at halftime, and they've scored 17 this quarter. So talk about halftime adjustments.
Will it be enough, though? Third quarter has expired, 41-29. Our score. Nets looking to seal the win in quarter number 4 after our break.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Fourth quarter here. Jeremy Green alongside Coach Donna Enos. It is the ETC Piedmont Mountainside Tip-Off Tournament. This has been a dandy of a game to kick it off. The two top 10 ranked teams in their individual classifications squaring off. So far, it has been the Dragonettes. They took a nice little punch there from the Lady Rebels in the third quarter, but towards the end of the quarter, they were able to regain their composure. So we'll see what Fannin can do here. We've seen them have some big comebacks. That's a great way to start on the back of Courtney Davis.
You know, the Lady Rebels won this game last year, and it was a championship game on the final night, and that really kind of stuck with them, I think, all season. Stuck with the Dragonettes all season.
41-31 the score here.
I tell you what, another thing that these coaches, they know each other's out-of-bounds plays. So when, you know, they've just always kind of just talked with each other, what works, what doesn't work, and so when you come down and match wits, you're going to know what the other one's doing. So that's going to be a big call right here. That is number 4 on Ava Queen.
Yeah, and, you know, we're farther away from it, but it certainly looked like all ball from our vantage point. And I know the Fannin faithful felt that same way. Mullins, such a composed player, knocks down the free throw. Macy Hawkins will come back in now.
The Lady Rebels, I mean, they held Mullins scoreless in the first half. So, you know, she didn't get on the board till the third quarter.
We mentioned the depth of AAA Region 7 with Pickens and White County and Lumpkin County and Wesley. And this Nets team is going to have something to say about that region, Coach. You can just see how well they play. Not only the individual accolades that some of these players are going to get, like Mullins and Steinhauer, and as we see another one there in Hopkins, and she's up and good, but collectively they just play so well and they're so smooth. We did see them go through a little bit of a drought in that third quarter, but there's no nights off when you go to Jasper to play this team.
No. And I tell you, you know, they're one of the top 4 teams, but you can't forget Dawson County. I mean, they're year in and year out are very competitive. They're going to have to bring it every night.
Just down the road, you know, we'll be seeing Lumpkin and Pickens and some of that. I mean, those are going to be big-time games. We're going to have them for you here on ETC. We're pumped for this basketball season.
Tell you, I saw the preview of the schedule that we've got, and I mean, it is going to be some great games. I'm so excited.
Shot clock ticking down. I don't think anybody's noticed it. So that's really only the second or third time we've seen that be an issue with the shot clock. And
well, it goes out to good defense, but it also goes out to, that's one more thing you've got to remember.
So 45-31, Pickens now stretching that lead.
You know, with a shot clock, you're going to have to come in with your assistant coaches and your bench. You're going to have to pay attention. You know, if you watch college games, a lot of times you'll see the bench counting down when they get to, you know, 7 or 8 seconds to let them know. And that's one thing I think these coaches are going to have to get the bench involved.
Dangerous pass that time, and then a little collision. Good sportsmanship over there with Cook and Hopkins. Not sure who they called that foul on.
That was on Briley Deering.
It's a collision. Hopkins was involved. Deering was involved. Nope. Pickens with all kind of numbers. Caroline Mullins so composed, up and good, and now she's in double figures, and the net's starting to pull away.
You know, I want to go back to that right there. I don't know if we can see the replay or not, but they started down, and you had Steinhauer and you had Mullins right there. And Steinhauer, being the freshman, just kind of ducked and got out of the way and let Caroline have that. And so that just kind of goes to show that they're already in sync right here this early in the season.
So full timeout taken. We're going to stay right here for just a minute. We apologize that there's no score line. They're working on that. Beginning of the season kinks with our system. It is 47-31. So Pickens with a 16-point advantage with 5:30 left on the clock, and barring anything crazy, it looks like the Nets are in good shape to take this. You have to be thrilled if you're Coach Thomas with the way your team has played from beginning to end. You've seen everything. You've seen knocking down threes, good shots at the basket, fast breaks, good defense. He's got to be so happy.
Oh, I think so, and just the contributions up and down the scorebook here. You're getting contributions from, almost everyone that's come in. I mean, and even if they're not in the scorebook, they've made rebounds, they've made plays on defense, and so they really look like they're ahead of where they were at this point last year.
One of the advantages, Coach, too, that the Nets have is depth. I mean, it's up and down, as you mentioned. Emmy Moore, Briley Deering, Emma Gleason, Bella Hopkins, Steinhauer, Madison Powell, Emery Bryant, Caroline Mullins. You've got 10 players that are gonna contribute every night, and I think we've seen for Fannin, 7 players have played in this game, and so that's a big deal when you're trying to figure out how to keep fresh legs in the game, and depth to me has been an issue in this game.
Well, when you play that many players, I mean, it kind of helps when somebody gets in foul trouble or whatever, and you just don't miss a beat. You just keep going.
Ellie Cook tried to pass it down low, and too much for Macy Hawkins to handle. Steinhauer could have kicked it outside, but instead she just takes care of it herself. 17 points now for the freshman. Courtney Davis can't get it to go.
Don't usually see her miss those layups.
Gleason kicks it out. Mullins left open, knocks it down. So now 21 points. The lead extends out, and you see our scoreline back 52-31. And Lady Rebels played really well in that third quarter, but Coach, personally, I attribute a lot of this to just the depth that Pickens has, with experience. And so as we see Reagan O'Neal up and good.
Well, and one thing that, I don't know if people have noticed or not, but we've talked about they face guarded Courtney Davis, but they've rotated players. And every one of them that's been on her has really done a good job. You've got Hopkins, you've got Deering, you've got Emmy Moore. They've taken turns, and when you can do that and you're not wearing one person out.
Well, and Courtney Davis is such a speedy player, but when you've got Briley, Bo Jackson, Deering guarding you, I mean, you are not getting away from her at all.
Courtney is definitely not slow. She's quick as well.
So 30-second timeout taken on the floor. We'll take it with them. 52-31 Dragonettes.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
We are back here. 52-34 our score. They corrected that here inside the gym. We'll get that on our scoreline as well. I thought they had missed a bucket, but it is an 18-point advantage. 52-34 the score as we see a three taken there at the end of that shot clock. So shot clock is a couple of times has come into play.
It has, and both teams have kind of got caught a little bit with it, not being ready for that to go off. And one thing about it now, with the shot clock, teams can't just pull it back and sit on it. They're going to have to just keep playing.
Riley Reeves picking up the foul there, number 3 for her. Be another held ball that will stay down on this end. What a move on the out-of-bounds play, Coach.
That was a good job right there, just being patient to get that open shot there.
Ava Queen up and good. You know, those out-of-bounds plays are very indicative of good coaching, and we know we've got that with both of these teams.
Kind of Steinauer got a little bit too deep right there. Didn't have anywhere to go.
Davis got trapped down low, not able to finish that one. Pickens' team speed, too. They're beating the Lady Rebels down almost every possession. Excuse me.
And you know, sometimes I'll keep up with rebounds, but I didn't do that today. But the difference in the rebounding has a lot to do with the difference in the score.
Reeves up and good. That's 6 for her. Timeout taken on the floor. We will take it with them. 54-38 the score.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
So Dragonettes inbounding the ball, 54-38, final 2 minutes, Coach. And Lady Rebels have played well here in this last little bit of this fourth quarter.
They've looked a lot more comfortable here in the second half. I mean, they kind of picked it up on defense and offense, and that time got to see their full court press for the first time.
Still the starting 5 out there for the Lady Rebels. They have played most of the way, especially Reeves and Davis, who avoided the bulk of the foul trouble. O'Neal and Queen have kind of had to deal with it the whole game. Also, Macy Hawkins has come in and played well, got a basket, and has done really well defensively, but that has been the rotation. I think Callie Inslee played for just a couple of minutes, and so Coach Chastain relies on his players. They're going to call a travel as Courtney Davis is shoved to the ground, and the official does not even look at Ryan Chastain.
He's just kind of laughing at him, just like, you know, he can't believe that.
It was a lighthearted moment, so whatever disagreement they had, they worked it out.
Well, I think Pickens has definitely been the better team today. But, you know, we've talked about the depth that Pickens brings back. I think Lady Rebels have a little, a little work to do to get in sync with each other.
You ever heard of a makeup call, Coach?
Seen that a time or two.
The look on Brandon Thomas's face was priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Reeves and Cook there just trying to fight over who's going to take the shot, and they lose the opportunity. Ava Queen fires, can't get it to go. Riley Reeves tips it back to Caroline Mullins. Final minute to play here. This is going to be a huge win for the Nets, and as you have been talking about throughout the game, it's been a learning experience for Fannin. They've got a lot of big games in front of them, and so this will be kind of a litmus test to get them going again.
And they've got a couple of teams in their region in the top 10 also. So, I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk for either one of them through the region.
Yeah, Murray County, a great team. Model is returning some talent from a playoff team last year. Three-pointer up and no good. That one will go to the Lady Rebels. So no cakewalk through Region 7 AA either.
One note on the shot clock. The shot clock, if it goes off, but it has left the player's hand, they let them keep playing.
Yes.
Where the shot clock comes into play is if they still have it in their hand.
Ava Queen with a good bucket there. That gives her 9. And that will do it for the opening game of our tournament. 54-40, 14-point win for the Nets, and just a great game, great performance for both of these teams. We're going to step aside and take a break. We will hear from the Lady Rebels in just a minute. We'll also get you ready for game number 2. It will be the Pickens Dragons, who have a lot of expectations this year, against the boys from Fannin. And then, hey, we've got a nightcap after that. 3 more games ahead of us. Take a break, come right back. The Dragonettes draw first blood in the tip-off tournament.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC, connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
So we are back here in between games. Jeremy Green and Donna Enos. We're going to take you now to some interviews that we had with the seniors for this Lady Rebels team, and then we will get you ready for game number 2. Thanks for being with us for our tip-off tournament.
My name is Ava Queen, and I'm a forward. My favorite player is Paige Beckers because even through all of her injuries, she's still persistent and keeps Christ centered in her life. My responsibility on the team is to be a role model for younger players and other players my age also. My favorite memory is getting the chance to commit to basketball for college.
My name is Ellie Cook, and I am a shooting guard. My favorite player is Candace Parker because she was the first woman to dunk in Illinois. My responsibility on the team is to I like motivating everyone, and so I guess I hold that as my responsibility. My favorite memory of playing basketball is when Coach Chastain got in an argument with a ref over Summer Bowl.
My name is Reagan O'Neill, and I'm a guard. My favorite player is Stephen Curry because he's a good shooter and a good Christian. My responsibility on this team is to lead on and off the court. My favorite memory is probably when we went to UNG and I got stuck in a drawer underneath the bed.
My name is Riley Reeves, and I'm a shooting guard. My favorite basketball player is probably Tim Duncan, just because that's who I grew up watching. My responsibility as a leader on the team is to be motivating and just be a leader on and off the court. My favorite memory of playing basketball is going to the state championship.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The Original Plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks, or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC, connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC, connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Welcome back to game number 2. Jeremy Green alongside Coach Donna Enos. Coach, we had a good one in the first one. We expect a good one here too.
Yes, we do. I think talking to Coach Duffy the other day, he's really excited about this group, and Coach Richardson is too. Coach Richardson is too, and I've been looking forward to this all week.
So it will be Pickens and Fannin here in game number 2. The Dragons in their white uniforms, Fannin in black. Fannin is coming off of a big football game last night. They fell 20-13 to Callaway on the road, and one of those football players, JoJo Annis, at least in uniform, we'll see if he plays, but we are underway here in our game, and it is Pickens who has won the toss, and they are with the ball first, trying to get it going here, and we're going to have our first foul called on the game, and it will be on Bryson Wright. We are underway here. Three-point opportunity early on, up and good. And that's a big bucket for the Dragons early on.
Caleb Landford, sophomore, he played some as a freshman last year. He is a shooter for sure.
Nice answer from Fannin. That is Luke Davenport, the junior, with the bucket. A lot of turnover for Fannin in this offseason. Chasen Ethington transferred. Riley Angel moved over to Copper Basin, and had a couple players that moved away to different states. And so a lot of the scoring from last year for Fannin graduated and moved. And so it's going to be incumbent on some of these guys like Bryson Wright to carry that load. And he loses that one. Guys like Ben Block who have some experience. We'll see how they can stand in the gap for Coach Richardson. Three up and no good. Rebounded. Speaking of Coach Richardson, Jordan Richardson, his son, a freshman out there starting for the Rebels. He rises and fires, can't get that one to go, and it will be rebounded by the Dragons.
You know, the Dragons, they lost several kids to graduation last year, so we see a lot of new faces out here. And, you know, one note to make here is Caden Hampton, the senior returning. He's on injured reserve right now. He got hurt during football and not able to play as of yet.
Richardson left open from outside. Can't get that one to go almost all the way down and came back out. Yeah, Hampton, what a football season for him, you know, just all over the place. Of course, Pickens' football season came to an end last week on the road at Hebron Christian. That was quite a team down there in Hebron Christian. They were rewarded for their win, though, by going on the road to Cedar Grove. That did not end well. Cedar Grove, I think, scored 70. So football season officially over as we see a bucket up and good. James Tilley with the 3.
Well, we can tell that the Dragons are going to rely on that three-point shot this year.
Full court press here to open the game, too. Foul going to be called down low on Seth Cronick. Ben Block with a great move on the inbounds play.
Really was. I mean, I don't think the Dragons ever saw him.
Of course, Coach Mike Duffy over here in his 5th season, as we were talking about a moment ago, perpetually unhappy. And that's just his coaching style. He is tough on himself and tough on the kids, creates that that desire for perfection, and has his team in good position preseason. It's going to be the second one on Cronick, I believe.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about this Pickens program and some of the expectations they have for this year.
Well, talking with Coach Duffy, I mean, he has some high expectations. And, of course, I asked him, you know, what he thought of this new region, and he said that he just, you know, he's always been used to playing in that northwest Georgia area, and he's just not familiar with a lot of these teams. He said, but, of course, they don't know us either, so it's kind of an even swap. But he likes his kids that he's got, and just feels like that, you know, that they're going to work really well together.
Well, I'll tell you, he's got to like Caleb Lanford, because that is his 3rd 3. 3 for 3 from outside to start the game off, and that has Pickens in good shape, up 12-5. How about Richardson with a little floater to answer for the Rebels?
He talked to me a little bit last year about Lanford, just talked about what a great shooter he is, and then I think last year he was kind of, you know, as a freshman, a little timid, but he's not today.
They finally get him to miss, but yeah, a lot of confidence in that stroke from him. And how about Richardson there, aggressive for the freshman, and he's going to draw a foul that time, I believe. Is that Davis they called that one on, Coach?
Well, he's not out there. I think that's on Tilly.
So 24, not 25. The officials playing tricks on us. So last inbounds play was really good. That one not as good, but going to be fouled on the 3-point shot. Or no, they're going to say it's a 2.
So Nathan Wallace there. And they are giving him 3 shots. Yeah,
feels like that you're there for an eternity when you're shooting 3 shots.
And, you know, you got, when it's just one of those that he's kind of ran over him from the back there, that's kind of frustrating as a coach. You don't ever want to put him on the line for 3 shots, especially a good shooter.
Richardson out, Ethan Callahan and Lucas Hansen in for the Rebels. Isaiah Williams into the game for the first time for the Dragons. Another one of those football players. So Block is 2 of 3. He's got 5 points on the afternoon. This one nip and tuck so far, 12-9 the score. We saw the Dragonettes jump out to a big lead in the first quarter in our opening game. This one a little closer so far. The difference has been that man, Lanford. He is 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Took away the 3. He just went inside.
So that's going to be on Tilly, and I believe, Coach, that's his second.
Yes, it is. Here comes Jaden Stewart. Now, I'm not exactly sure why he didn't start. Returning senior, key piece of the team the last couple of years. So, so they're not going to. It's not like bringing an inexperienced player off the bench.
Yeah. So depth again, as we mentioned for the girls, also with this boys team, pretty deep. Versus Fannin, who's a little thinner. block that time just kind of got stuck up in the air.
Nice move, though.
Foul going to be called on Ethan Callahan, his first one.
And, you know, a boys team, especially these two boys teams, are going to take a little time to kind of get in sync because of football. Both teams going deep into the, well, not deep, but they're going into the state tournament. And like you said, Fannin finished up last night, Dragons last weekend. So, you know, you've got some of your key players that haven't got much practice in.
And so it'll be interesting to see if Annis plays, having played football last night. A little bit of an issue with the clock here, holding us up. For Isaiah Williams and the football players for Pickens, they had a full week of practice, so that's why they're out there. And we talked with these coaches a little bit about that overlap with football season, and their only concern is injury. They don't want, you know, don't want a player who just played football last night to get hurt.
Well,
so 1-1 here. That's what the discussion was about, the bonus. So Hanson knocks one down.
You know, you hear boys coaches talk a lot of times about getting into basketball shape versus football shape, and it is a different speed, a different pace that they do have to kind of adjust.
Different level of physicality, too. Case in point, Isaiah Williams just picked up a foul. He's basically a bulldozer out there, and that's what you want him to be on the football field. Wow. On fire. That's not Steph Curry, folks. That's Caleb Lanford, and he's got 14 of the 17 points, and Coach Richardson has seen enough. He'll take a 30-second timeout, and we will take it with him. 17-11, Dragons.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
A very animated Brian Richardson in the huddle, and you can understand why. They're going to need to cover Lanford. That's 14 points. We still had 2:20 in the first quarter, so you gotta get out to close out on him. Can't leave him open.
Pretty easy to look at it when you got one person that's hurting you.
I will say it's hard being a coach's kid. He received the brunt of the exhortation during that timeout. Did Jordan Richardson. Bad offensive possession for Fannin that time, and another open shooter. Isaiah Williams gets the rebound, and he will head to the line. I believe they're going to get right on the foul.
Bryson Wright picks up his second. Yeah, Isaiah, he looks like he is, you know, got that basketball mentality shifted here.
Yeah, we saw during football he can really jump for a big guy.
He had a good season and, you know, has made a lot of visits for football, so high expectations for him.
Knocks down one of two.
A nice job there by the Rebels. A good pass there on the inside.
Cole Gribble with the basket. Isaiah Williams is listed on our roster as a junior. I believe he is a senior, though, this year. Is he not, Coach?
He's a junior.
He is a junior. Okay, so imagine that. The coaches know better than I do. So another year, and that'll be a big relief for Grant Myers as well as Mike Duffy as they have him for another season.
He hasn't made any official visits, but, you know, he's made some unofficial visits. And You know, those football coaches like to get them on campus as quick as they can.
By the way, we know there are some football games today, and so we appreciate you being with us and watching this. We may have had some interesting things. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Saw where TCU won at the very end on a field goal.
Well, more of the same. Lanford just all over the place in this game. Jordan Richardson tries to answer, can't get it to go.
Isaiah Williams comes down with a rebound. You know, when you look at him, he has really grown over the last year, filled out. Just real strong in there on the inside.
So final minute of play here in this first quarter, 21-13, Pickens with the advantage. Both teams have played well, but it's been all Caleb Lanford.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Good feed from Camden Dunn down to Jaden Stewart.
His first bucket. Richardson tries to get it up. Callahan with the rebound, and that will be Dragons basketball. They can hold it till the end of the quarter if they want to here. We haven't seen. Go ahead, Coach.
I'm sorry. Both teams got freshmen on the floor, so got, of course, Richardson as a freshman for the Rebels, and then got Purdy for Pickens.
Jaden Stewart with his second bucket, too, in the quarter. So Dragons playing well. They have a 12-point lead, 25-13 the score. We'll take a quick break and come back for quarter number 2 after this.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC, connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Fannin in possession here for the opening of the second quarter.
Not the way you want to start. Coach Richardson, I'm sure, is not happy with the turnover to open the quarter.
We are inside the cage here at Gilmer County High School. They are the hosts of this year's tip-off. Lanford open again. He is almost automatic. Give him 20 in this opening half, Coach. And a bad pass and a steal. Jaden Stewart now with 6, and Pickens is in control of this game.
Still got that press going.
They have been very, very effective with that press and caused a lot of turnovers, but it's all Caleb Lanford,
It is.
I don't know if the ball has touched the rim when he shot it, Coach.
I mean, he is a pure shooter.
So if you're Fannin, you just got to withstand it. He, theoretically cannot shoot 100%. So we see a bucket up and good that time. It's number 30, Gavin Mowry, the junior. First thing that Lanford has done wrong, he called for the travel.
So Pickens has got the press on, and there's a couple of reasons you press. with a shot clock, it slows you down getting down there to get set in your offense. So you're running on a little bit shorter time scale, but then, of course, now you press for pressure too.
Richardson up and good, the freshman. Pickens can't get that three to go, and it is taken out of their hands. Ben Block leading the break, gets it over to Bryson Wright. He's up and good, so nice little fast break opportunity there for Fannin.
Two experienced players working together.
Ben Block has that one slapped away. I think they're not going to call a foul. So
I'll tell you what, and that's McCord Purdy, and that is a freshman. What a great job of court awareness and being able just to get all ball right there.
Yeah, you mentioned it without fouling. That's impressive. You always get nervous right there when you have those plays from behind, but just slapped it away. Ben Block. How about that little circus layup from Block? He's got 7. So back and forth we go. Fannin has the lead down to single digits, 30-21. Jaden Stewart tried to go up and get it, not able to do so. The good news, if you're a Fannin Rebel, is that Lanford is not on the court right now. They're giving him a second to breathe, but he has been lights out. Richardson with a nice little layup.
He has a nice touch on the ball.
Not playing like a freshman, that's for sure. It's amazing how poised these freshmen are. You got to think these are 14-year-old kids, Coach. Yeah. Maybe some of them have turned 15, and they're out here playing really, really well. Offensive foul, call that time, little elbow from Jaden Stewart. We have seen him at times be a little aggressive, and so one of those things you got to control. Certainly a physical player. So it's Stewart and Williams out there with Purdy. Camden Dunn as well as Wallace. For Fannin, Bryson Wright, Jordan Richardson, Ben Block. I believe that's Davenport and Mowry, the 5 for the Rebels. Brian Richardson been liberal in his substitutions as well. What a nice little move.
Tell you what, Isaiah Williams set that up himself. He just had great positioning right there.
So collision there. They're actually going to call it on Stewart, like he was pretty set, but
that's 2 on him.
Lanford going to check back into the game for Stewart.
When you get to see Jaden's interview, he had been out shooting when he came in, and I mean, he was sweating, and should have given him a minute to cool off, but he came straight in off the floor.
Bryson Wright with a 3. So Fannin hanging tough.
They were down 15 just a minute ago. It was 30-15, and they're bringing it back.
Wallace missed the easy layup and then hit the one with 2 guys in his face. So just goes to show you sometimes you can be too open. This Pickens team is smooth on the offensive end, Coach.
Yes, they are.
How about that from Ben Block? He hits the ground hard. Man, that one made a lot of noise. Foul going to be on Williams.
That's his second. They were up. Pickens was up 30-15, and they've been pressing, and I think that kind of just plays into the Rebels' hands. They're getting a lot better looks at the basket.
Ben Block really keeping Fannin in this thing. He's got 8. And good rebound that time. He gets a shot from outside, can't get it to go, but another rebound, and Fannin will go back to the line. So Fannin really asserting themselves here in quarter number 2.
It's a good job on the offensive rebounds. That was on foul on Camden Dunn, but, to keep working at it, and Second time you're on the foul line.
Got to hit those free throws, though. That is a bugaboo. This Fannin team is young, but they have some size. Big Isaiah Angel out there, the 10th grader, listed at 6'5". Maybe a little bigger than that. 0 for 2 from the line, but Ben Block ends up back with it. Richardson fires from outside, can't get it to go, and finally Pickens able to get something going. Now they are in transition.
That's a freshman right there, Purdy. On the ball and
Done and done right there with the reverse layup. A lot of skill, a lot of talent on that offensive end for Pickens.
yeah, Isaiah Williams right there was awfully close to getting called for his third foul, making contact.
Almost ended up in the coach's lap as well there, going for that ball out of bounds. Fannin down 9, 36-27. Angel out there, that young guy, he's got some size for sure, and that's going to be a held ball. Will stay, well, excuse me, will go to Pickens. Great camera work there by our crew. Want to give those guys a shout out. Our director, Nick Boker, also Caleb Locke, Tim Christensen handling the graphics right behind us. Camera ops, David Williams, Trace Parks, Aaron Abbott, Bella Baker, David Harrell. Yeah, glad to have Bella and David here with us for the first time. New crew members here on ETC.
Tell you what, there's a lot of contact going on down there.
I'm just kind of waiting for the whistle to blow. Richardson left wide open, can't get that one to go. Davenport fires from outside. The rim not being kind here in the last couple of minutes to Fannin.
So Callahan, that's his second. Well, we've seen a lot of these kids have no fear going on the inside, drawing fouls, trying to get themselves to the line.
By the way, if you happen to be worried about football scores,
we're here with
there's a team in red playing a team in blue. That team in red is up 9-0 at halftime. 9-0.
At halftime?
Yeah, to a team that lost to Vanderbilt last week. Speaking of Vanderbilt, not only did they beat Kentucky, they knock off the Florida Gators today. So Vanderbilt, 2 conference wins in back-to-back weeks. I'm calling it now. Vandy, national champions 2023. Okay, maybe let's not get carried away, but Lanford going to pick up the foul.
It's always a good day when somebody beats the Gators.
If you're interested in that sort of thing, Auburn leads Western Kentucky 10-0. Alabama defeated Austin Peay 34-0. Mississippi State defeated East Tennessee State 56-7, and Texas A&M mercifully picks up a win 20-3 over UMass.
Being blocked there with a basket. Well, you notice some of your teams over there is having to go get some beatable teams. And the Dogs, they just keep pounding these people that can play. Dragons hanging tough on those offensive rebounds.
I think one of the things Pickens is going to have to be very careful of is falling in love with that three-point shot. And we've seen both of the teams do it, but especially when you have so much success early on, you got to be careful. Lucas Hansen with a nice move. I don't think they were expecting him to go left right there. And Fannin, you turn around, they're only down by 5. Oh, that's a tough foul and one.
We heard that one, didn't we?
Wow, block. Commits the foul, and We've seen Wallace down there in the tall timber. Free throws, such an important part of this game at every level. Press here with right at a minute left, and it is going to create a turnover. And Block able to keep it from being an easy bucket, but Pickens will have the ball. Ben Block is going to need some time in the ice bath.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Church and ice, young man, tomorrow is the recipe. He has hit the ground hard a lot. So they're checking out these new scoreboards. I don't know if we can get a shot of these or not. New, very fancy digital scoreboards here inside Gilmer County High School. We'll get you a shot of them in a minute.
Taking a little bit of time adjusting to getting the score off of them there.
Oh, late whistle called there. Lanford scores and will head to the line. Not sure who they got for that.
Angel, they got that one on Angel right there.
So his first, the big sophomore. Lanford already with 23 points. Make it 24. At least that's what I have. You may have it more accurately, but man, that's a heck of a tournament. That's a real good first half.
Yeah.
Richardson left open from three, and he hasn't had a lot of luck here in the second quarter. That lead extended back to 12.
He shoots like with confidence that it's going to start falling for him. So.
And look, this is a year where this Fannin team realistically is probably going to take some lumps. But if you can develop a young player like Richardson, you can really, really do well. So this is about the third stoppage we've seen. What's going on here? Everybody's getting used to the shot clock and trying to change it and what it needs to be and resetting it and all those fun things.
And, it's going to be it's going to take a couple of games to really get it used to where it needs to be.
Lanford being smothered by Block and Richardson over there.
I don't think I could do the shot clock. I get too caught up in the game.
Yeah, it can be distracting. We were talking about earlier, the speed of basketball as we see Hansen intercept that ball, and he gave it away himself. The speed of basketball versus other sports, you've got to keep your eye on everything. And then, of course, we have coaches in the stands as well, calling out plays. Final 25 seconds of play here in this first half. 12-point lead for Pickens. Trying to add to it before the buzzer. Lanford rises and fires. First time we've seen him miss a three, I believe, and battle on the floor. Timeout is going to be taken by Coach Richardson. We'll take it with him 30 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
43-31 our score here. Final 6 seconds of this first half. During halftime, we will hear from the seniors for the Dragons.
They only have 2 seniors this year.
Richardson tries to get a shot up, cannot get it to go, and that will be the end of the half. 43-31, high scoring, up-tempo first half. Both teams played well, but it is the Dragons with the advantage as we head to the break. We'll step aside for just a moment. We'll be right back and let you hear from the seniors for these teams, and then we will get you ready for half number 2. Full day of basketball here live right here on ETC.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
Halftime here in game number 2 between Pickens and Fannin. We're going to go now to some thoughts from the seniors from Pickens, as Coach Donna Enos was able to catch up with them, and then we will hear from the seniors for the Fannin Rebels as well, and then we will get you ready for the second half. Thanks for being with us.
My name is Jaden Stewart, and I am a point guard.
Right. What is it, or who is your favorite player and why?
My favorite player will be LeBron James, because I think he does a lot of good things off of the court instead of on the court. And I think he really motivates children to do better in what their situation is.
Great answer. All right. What do you feel like your responsibility is as a leader on this team?
Teach younger guys their role and like what to expect when they get into a game, and just lead them through like what are they nervous about and help them through their career.
Right. What's your favorite memory of playing basketball?
My favorite memory, that would be probably Coach Duffy chewing my butt out in front of a whole crowd.
He has done that, hasn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, y'all played in the state tournament. You've played in the state tournament several years in a row here. So, how do you feel about playing in the state tournament? I mean, how does that make you feel?
Playing in the state playoffs is really a blessing for me. Even though we don't make it further than the first round, I still think it's a blessing to go compete against much higher levels of basketball around my age group.
How do you think playing in the state tournament will help this year?
I think playing in the state tournament, it would open up a lot of visions you don't really see what you used to play. When you're playing higher levels, you'll see more of what you don't really see.
My name's Caden Hampton, and I play small forward.
All right. Tell me who your favorite player is and why.
My favorite player is probably Ja Morant. He's very explosive. He's just a fun guy to watch. Makes a lot of plays.
Sure does. Okay. What is your responsibility as a leader on this team?
Really just make the team go, like hype them up, not let them get down or not let them get too high, just keeping us balanced and so we can win a game.
Great. All right. What's your favorite memory playing basketball?
Favorite memory, probably my sophomore year when we went to Stevenson for first round of playoffs, and just the experience it was and all the guys playing their hardest.
Great. All right. Now, you have experienced the state tournament, both football and basketball. So what does playing in the state tournament do for you?
Playing in the state tournament, it shows like the dedication that you put in and all the hard work, and that you accomplished what a lot of people can't, and it feels good.
What do you think playing in the state tournament, how do you think it's going to help you this season?
Playing in the state tournament will help us like for next years to come, to make like a standard, to like so everyone could try to go up to that standard and make it better.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
My name is Bryson Wright. I play guard. My favorite player is Dennis Rodman, just because he's a dog. My responsibility as a leader on this team is just pushing everybody in practice, make sure everyone does what they're supposed to do and contributes. My favorite memory playing basketball is probably finding a pool at the University of North Georgia's college. I don't know if we were supposed to find that, but we did.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733.
My name is Ethan Callahan and I play guard. My favorite basketball player is Allen Iverson because I don't like practice. My responsibility on the team is to play defense and make sure everyone shows up on time. My favorite memory of playing basketball is probably playing at UNG last year and exploring the gym.
My name is Joseph Fannin. I'm a center. My favorite player is Larry Bird. I liked him. He's an old guy. Make sure everybody gets some practice on time. Someone a little late, they like. Pretty big role for Isaiah Angel. My favorite memory is we went to college over the camp and we stole everybody's mattresses and locked them up in the bathroom.
My name is Lucas Henson and I play guard. My favorite player is Michael Jordan because I think he's the best player. My responsibility on this team is to contribute, make shots, also making sure people are on practice on time. My favorite memory on playing basketball is whenever my brother Tucker Hansen dunked on a kid from Pepperell.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC, connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
Since 1994, North Georgia has called on Appalachian Propane for all its propane needs. Why propane? It's extremely affordable, efficient, and most of all, clean burning. Go green and think clean with propane. Our exceptional customer service and affordable rate has made us the best choice for residential, business, and farms throughout North Georgia. So the next time you think propane, think Appalachian Propane, a division of the Thomas Oil Company since 1960. Remember, go green and think clean with Appalachian Propane.
We are back. Pickens and Fannin getting ready for the second half of play. It's been a great game so far, Coach. 43-31. Dragons want to maintain that momentum into the second half.
Yeah, and Lanford had such a hot first quarter that I think that really, you take that out and it's a really close game here.
Yeah, heat is the key word there. En fuego, caliente in Spanish. Maybe the way to describe it in English, you could come up with a lot of different expressions. One of our kids that we interviewed this week said their favorite player was Steph Curry because he's a bucket. Caleb Lanford, he's a bucket, Coach.
He has not cooled off.
27 points for Lanford. And, it's not like he's just excessively open. He's just getting the ball, releasing it, and just a beautiful shot. Hasn't hit the rim,
Yeah. Quick release, just nice touch.
That one thrown into the bleachers over there. Someone took that one right to the brim of the cap, I think, over there. No, right to the eyeball, it looks like. Got to keep your head on the swivel, kid. If I am Jordan Richard, I'm meeting Lanford at the half-court mark.
Yeah. We used to say you got to guard them when they step off the bus. It's a nice ball movement.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Coach. Chronic with his first bucket, but it was the movement there. And Fannin just in big trouble here. A little 5-0 run for Pickens to start.
That's 10 seconds. They missed it. I tell you, see, the shot clock is helping these officials because if it clicks 25, I mean, everybody in the gym can see that's 10-second count. And Coach Richardson, I mean, I'm with him, on this argument because they were slow to make that call, and they did have it across when they made it, but the official said, hey, there's 24 seconds on the shot clock when you hadn't crossed over, so.
Yeah, Lanford finally misses. But, yeah, you understand both sides of the argument. I think it's the right call. But, number one, why are you making it from the other side of the floor versus the guy who's supposed to be making it? And, Fannin in trouble, may get a 10-second call again. Got to be careful here. Finally able to get it across.
Well, as a coach, you're trying to get every angle you can.
Then block. Gets everything calmed back down. He's got a dozen. 48-33 the score here. Nathan Wallace misses the layup. Put back, not good either. That was a beautifully designed play, just didn't execute.
Nice little backdoor cut there.
Right, a little out of control, and a great block that time. Camden Dunn shut it down. Hard foul that time by Mowry.
That's his first that I have.
The junior in there filling up some minutes. I tell you, there's some tall kids walking around Fannin County High School. You can see them out here.
And they've really got some good size.
Camden Dunn, another impressive shooter, the junior. Of course, I jinxed him. Sorry about that. Apologies to the Dunn family. Richardson going to head to the line. That's going to be on Lanford, his second. A little too strong on the free throw there from Richardson. So I heard a long time ago that part of parenting, a large part of parenting, is just being able to give your kid a look. Jordan Richardson, after missing those free throws, was getting the look from his dad. So you were a coach's kid. There's a different level of expectation there, and it can be rough on them.
That's true, but I never had to play for my dad.
I'm sure there was some coachable moments in the cars and back and forth.
You know, he did more coaching when I was coaching than he did when I was playing. He's like, that first couple of years, he'd critique everything I did, and I was just like, oh, now.
I'm looking forward to those moments. So far, all I've gotten to coach is T-ball. There's not a lot of criticism there.
Oh, that was a pretty move by being blocked there.
We did coach. You see a missed three there. Wow, blocked over the back, and he's going to make it to the line. Foul going to be called on Chronic, I believe. That's his third.
Yep.
We coached 9 and 10-year-old girls basketball for rec, and that was an adventure. So, as the dad of a 4 and a 2-year-old, we'll bide our time till we get to that point again. Block, another good shooter. He's the leading scorer for Fannin here with the Baker's dozen. So 49-36, 13-point lead for the Dragons. They have led throughout this game. Good job defensively there by Fannin. Game has a lot of ebbs and flows. It feels like we're in a little bit of a slowdown right now. Everybody trying to figure out what to do. Block, though, a little behind the back. Then the layup. That's a nice little move.
Well, you know, I mean, let's see. Let me look right here. You know, Lanford has 7 3-point shots. So that's not something you really count on happening during a ball game. One individual taking you for 7 3-point shots.
I think, I'm not keeping up with them for statistical purposes, but if memory serves, he's only missed 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is way above the normal percentage for even a very, very good 3-point shooter. Jaden Stewart, another very good 3-point shooter. Can't get that one to go. Blocks Skies for the rebound. Held ball will go to Fannin. Bryson Wright, nice move to the bucket and a foul. He is sneaky athletic.
Yeah.
Coach.
Isaiah Williams' 3rd foul.
"30-second timeout taken on the court. We're going to stay right here. And so as we sort of diagnose, break down, analyze whatever both of these teams, Pickens is loaded with talent. I think we can see that from Lanford to Camden Dunn to Nathan Wallace, Jaden Stewart, McCord Purdy, the freshman, Caden Hampton, who's not even playing today, Isaiah Williams. There is a lot of individual talent and offensive skill on this team.
And talking about Camden, Caden Hampton, I mean, the thing about it is he is so athletic. You know, he's not a great big kid, but he is so athletic that he brings a whole new dimension when he's on the floor.
Leading tackler on the football team and dynamic presence on the floor here as well. For Fannin, you know, it's going to be piecing it together. You've got size, which, you know, a lot of folks don't. And so when you play teams like Model, as we see James Tilley knock it down, you're going to have to muck it up with all that size down low. But there's some skill here as well, as we see Richardson throwing that one away. But
well, you know, and I think one thing, this is, I think for the Rebels, they've got to get their chemistry together. I think that, you know, you're putting a lot of new kids out on the floor, and they're having to learn to work with each other. And sometimes that takes a little time.
Mowry with his second bucket. There's some pieces there. Ben Block, I think, is your leader on this team.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of skill for him. Very creative on the offensive end. Fights for rebounds. Bryson Wright going to be a key component of this team as well. Richardson, you know, growing as a freshman, I think will be a big story for this team. If he's able to develop like we think he will, you know, they'll be. But it's going to be piecing it together. And, of course, when you've got somebody like Brian Richardson who has played at the highest level and coached at a pretty high level, he'll certainly do that. But right now it's all about Pickens. Another bucket for Dunn.
Davenport's first foul. Well, you know, as a coach, I always loved this tournament because you're playing such good competition. You get to get your kids out here. You're not in a region setting, and you can just come out here and work on some stuff. And as you can see, the Dragons are working on their press today, trying to get combinations. And, I mean, to me, I always appreciated, you know, ETC hosting this for years, because it's really a great setting and a great competition.
I think the other good thing is, too, with this tournament, if you have a bad day today, on Monday you're playing again. If you have a bad day Monday, Tuesday you're playing again. And so you get a chance to shake some of that off and just really get your legs under you for the season.
You really do, and you get to see different styles. I mean, you know, everybody kind of comes in here with a little bit different look that you've got to make adjustments, you know, quickly.
And by the way, tonight our games will be Gilmer and Basin. And, you know, Copper Basin historically has struggled in this tournament, but Jeffrey Grimes is bringing in two teams that won their district. That's Bryson Wright. Nice little reverse layup. Good move from the senior there. The other night in the scrimmage, they restarted the score after every quarter, but Copper Basin won all 4 quarters in the girls' game. The boys, Gilmer was pretty impressive in their performance. Of course, that really means nothing for tonight, but it'll be interesting to see Basin coming in with a lot of confidence. It'll be a good matchup tonight.
Well, as you say, they bring back a lot of kids that have experience, and some of those, the seniors, some of them have played for 4 years on the varsity level.
And they've been here for 4 years too, and so they're not intimidated. Block with a nice move. Oh, are they going to say that foul's on the floor?
No continuation in high school.
Okay, so yeah, foul called on, I think that was Purdy picking up his first one. That's Purdy, P-U-R-D-Y, not Purdy, P-R-E-T-T-Y, as we might say up here. Another foul that time. They're going to get Stewart. It's number 3 on the senior. Even Callahan going to be called for the travel. Final 42 seconds of play here in this third quarter. All Dragons right now.
It's good defense by the Rebels right there.
Mike Duffy dramatically slams the ball.
Dragons, I think truly is just kind of working on their press, trying to get these kids familiar with it.
10-second call that time. Yeah, if you think back to the Wild West days, you know, whenever you saw Wyatt Earp or some of these guys in their pictures, just they never smile and just looked always like they could run through somebody. Mike Duffy's got that Wild West. He would have fit in well in the 1880s, living in this world. I think he and Naismith could have invented basketball together. Officials here trying to figure out call.
Coach Richardson says that they shorted him a couple of seconds on that.
I believe they may have looked at the game clock and not realized the shot clock was off.
But still, even at the game clock, 10 seconds. I don't think any of them really looked at what it was when they started.
Well, Coach Richardson is saying that when the possession started, the clock was right at 30 seconds, which would mean he still had 2 seconds to get it across, because now it says 22. So it will be Fannin basketball.
And I got together and I think that was the right call there.
So foul going to be called that time. That's Dodge Davis, I believe, picking up his first.
In the Dragons, they've pressed here, the majority of the game. But one thing that I think Fannin is starting to get into a rhythm against that press. We talk about it, Pickens working on that press, but Fanning's also working on a press break, so it works for both teams.
Rebound there. Final 10 seconds here. Pickens looking for a good shot. Get it to Tilly down low. He's in a little bit of trouble, but somehow comes out of there and hits the bucket. And that will do it for the third quarter. So Tilly now in double figures as well. 60-45 our score. One more quarter to go. We'll see you after this quick break.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says welcome to North Georgia. The leaves are falling and the mountains are calling. Take the back roads and really get to know North Georgia. Combine the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733.
Dragons open the fourth quarter in possession, up 15. Jeremy Green with Donna Enos here in game number 2 of 4 for our ETC Piedmont Mountainside Tip-Off Tournament. There's that man again, Caleb Lanford. Now at 29. He cooled off significantly in that third quarter, meaning he didn't play as much. And when you're scoring 30 points, you can kind of do what you want.
Well, and, you credit the Rebel defense making some adjustments. Halftime there.
Camden Dunn picking up a cheap foul to start this fourth quarter. Good ball movement. It ends up, though, in a turnover. Good individual matchup there between Lanford and Block.
We were talking about this tournament, and I think that coaches want to see between now and Tuesday afternoon some improvement and correct some of the mistakes they've made.
Tilly fires from outside and knocks it down. He is a great shooter as well. That's 13 for him. He is the second leading scorer after starting off pretty slow. Davenport throws that one right into the hands of Dunn. Premature celebration in the stands behind us there, and that's going to be a foul on Dunn, his third. Good steal that time, good recovery by Bryson Wright. Dangerous to have a camera on a basketball court. We almost saw some collisions down there.
Yep. Better.
Timeout taken by Coach Mike Duffy. He's going to take a 30-second break. We'll do it too. Everybody can cool off. 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
So Coach Duffy imparts some instructions to his young men. And, of course, it's important, even with a 20-point lead, you're still coaching. This is the first game of the year. You're coaching for Monday. You're coaching for Tuesday. You're coaching for the rest of the season. And so an experienced, seasoned coach like Coach Duffy is doing that.
Well, you know, I mean, you get to see some good teams where you start region play, and region play just has gotten to where it starts earlier all the time. Tell you what, people are going to have to find an answer for Lanford.
31 for the sophomore now. Tilly just turns around and shoots it, and he knocks it down. That's 16 for Tilly now. We were talking the other day with some of these coaches, and you know, the three-point shot, which it changed the game, of course, you know, as soon as it became part of it. But now in the modern game, you just cannot compete if you don't have three-point shooters. We see blocked there.
That's true.
And there are a litany of them here.
And, you know, you can be down, and that can get you back in the game so fast. And you can pull away quickly also with it.
Richardson has been quiet in the second half, just cannot get it to fall. Be a learning curve for all the freshmen.
I think before the week's out, we're going to see Richardson drop some of those shots in.
And Lanford, why not? Just rebound and put back. Bryson Wright going to be fouled by Lanford. So mass substitutions here for the Rebels. The second unit in here. Of course, Fannin without their big man, JoJo Annis, played football last night, and Coach Richardson was pretty adamant that he wasn't going to play him after a night of being the left tackle on the football team, especially that game last night. For those that watched it, as we see Wright miss, that game was played in a phone booth. Almost all the sets that Fannin ran were with one receiver, split wide, or no receivers, and they just pounded the ball, and it nearly won them a game against a very talented Callaway team, but fell just a little bit short, 20-13. They were driving, Coach, in the final drive and just ran out of time.
Well, I tell you what, you know, they had a little slow start, but ended up having a very successful season.
They did, yeah. We saw them against Gilmer, and we thought, man, they're in big trouble. But another run to the second round of the playoffs, and just a testament to Coach Cheatham and his staff, especially Chris Thigpen, so creative offensively based on their personnel. They had a great year.
Now, am I correct that was their first ever road playoff game win?
First ever playoff win on the road when they went last week to Athens Academy. And that raised some eyebrows across the state. Athens Academy was a 2-touchdown favorite. And, they just went in and physically dominated them. But football's all over with.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing football this year.
Yeah, all about the round ball. And Camden Dunn putting on a show. Gives him 9. believe they got Angel there for his second foul.
And, you know, when JoJo gets out there, I mean, he's going to make a difference with his Fannin group because he's bringing some experience, too. And size, as we've talked about.
Yeah, if nothing else, I think this Fannin team has the potential to be big and physical. Which is, you know, important. Be interested to see if Coach Duffy puts in some of his younger players here. It looks like that Coach Richardson has done that. And there are some of them out there already. But still a lot of talent in that second unit as we see Jaden Stewart and Isaiah Williams bat that one out of bounds. 75-47 the score here. Pickens has just pulled away, and it largely on the back of that three-point shot that we talked about a moment ago.
Well, I believe that he has played everybody on his bench down there. I think everybody's been in the game. He's got Caleb Keith and Caden Hampton out with injury, so
yeah, you're right. Everybody has played. And he, just like Brandon Thomas, liberal with substitutions. This is a deep team, lots of talent. Ethan Callahan, just strong move to the bucket, and they're going to get a foul on Isaiah Williams on the rebound. Speaking of big and physical, he's a difference maker out there.
That's his fourth.
So as you mentioned, Caleb Keith and Caden Hampton out with injury. Those are just two more pieces for this team. Blocked that time by Camden Dunn.
You know, this next game we're going to see something new. Coach Nunn retired last year, and so got a whole new, coaching philosophy and coaching style coming in.
Yeah, Danny Wright, we're going to talk about her. We'll hear from her as well. Her assistant coach pretty familiar to her, too. She's married to him, so that'll work out. McCord Purdy with his first bucket. That one poked away and out of bounds. So Dodge Davis and Parker Davis in now.
Coach Richardson, he's just kind of standing there, just kind of, resigned to let this one get over. But, I mean, take out Lanford. Look, take out his points, and it's a pretty even ball game.
Right. Now, am I to assume, Coach, that these Davis boys are twins?
I think so.
If not, they are awfully similar looking in stature and build. And that's Parker Davis with the bucket, both sophomores. If they're not twins, I'm seeing double. Which after this week is entirely possible. Final minute 45. That one in and out from Purdy.
And McCord Purdy, he's coming off the football field too. I mean, he made some tackles and some catches on the varsity team, and so take him a little while to get going there.
Yeah, we talked about Fannin. How about the recovery that Pickens had down the stretch after an awful start? They knock off White County. They knock off, of course, Gilmer in a big upset. They won some big-time games. We see timeout taken there. It's like somebody maybe had a little tweak to their hamstring or something there.
Yeah, that's what you call a substitution timeout right there.
He asked Coach Richardson if he wanted to talk with his kids. He said no. Wow, nice little move, a little hesitation.
Yeah, it was. You know, we're getting to see some kids make their first varsity baskets here.
I'll tell you, the more, and there's Davis with a foul, the more you see of this Pickens team and their bench, you really have to like what you see with the depth.
You know, we were at Copper Basin for senior night up there during football, and they recognized all of their senior athletes. So basketball players got recognized.
Callahan with a wild shot, but he is fouled. Western Kentucky scores right before the half. So at the half in Auburn, 17-17, Tigers and Hilltoppers. Good shot from Hanson there.
And, you know, even though the score is a pretty wide margin, I mean, there's been some bright spots for the Rebels today.
Good move down low by Davis. Gets another shot and puts it in.
There were a lot of bright spots for the Dragons, but I think the Rebels had a few.
And that will do it. 84-53, the final here between Pickens and Fannin. And the difference in the game, 2 words, it is Caleb Lanford. He leads all scorers with 33 points, and just an impressive performance from him. So we will step aside. When we come back, we will hear from some of the coaches involved in this game, and then we will get you ready for the nightcap. 2 more to go here live on ETC.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or 2 into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
You're guaranteed prompt, reliable service with every job when you hire the original plumber. We believe in traditional values like integrity, honesty, and hard work. We offer transparent, upfront pricing, and our techs will take the time to educate you about your options. We have years of experience handling all types of plumbing work. From tankless water heaters to digging sewer lines, we can handle all of your residential or commercial needs. The original plumber is here to help you with your plumbing, septic, and HVAC needs.
And we are back getting ready for games number 3 and 4. But before we get to those, we're going to hear from the coaches for Fannin, both Ryan Chastain and Brian Richardson, hear what they had to say before this tournament. And then we will transition to Copper Basin and Gilmer. Thanks for being with us. We'll be right back.
We're here with Rebel head coach Brian Richardson. And Coach, we were talking earlier, you're number 4 now for you in this program, and so you've had a chance to build it into what you wanted. So talk about how this program has evolved and how it sort of reflects your leadership style.
When I got here, I wanted to incorporate hard work and discipline, and I think over the years we have done that. Each year we've built our background of toughness and hard work. And that's something that I really want to put in this program. Sometimes you don't win as many games as you would like, but I think the development of these groups each year over the last 4 years, we've been competitive in a lot of games. We're looking to find that breakthrough.
Yeah, so turbulent offseason for everybody. You get used to your region alignment, and very controversially across the state, the regions are realigned, and so you're now playing a whole new group of teams, new sort of expectations. So talk about how you get the kids ready for a lot of change coming their way.
Got a number of new teams in the region, and a few back from the last couple of years. But our group, these seniors that are back, have been committed and have been in this program for 4 years. And this is actually my first group since I've been here to see them all the way through. So they know my expectations and what we expect here in the boys program. They know our offense and defensive. We tweak it year to year. This year will be a little bit of a tweak on the offensive end because we need to do that based on our personnel. But they understand night in and night out. I expect them to go out, play hard, have a good attitude, and give their best effort. And these guys have been a joy to coach for 4 years, the seniors. And we got some other guys stepping up with juniors, and we're going to have some young ones, some freshmen that are going to have to give us some minutes. So, I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah, so you'll begin your season here with the tip-off tournament, and we will blink and you'll be in the region tournament. And so talk about how you expect them to grow. And you mentioned some younger players. Talk about the growth that we can expect to see from beginning to end.
Yes, please.
Hold ball.
All right, here you go. So, Coach, we're going to begin the year with the tip-off tournament, as we always do, and then we'll blink, and it'll be the region tournament. And so you mentioned playing some younger players and putting players in new roles. Talk about, how we can expect to see that growth from the beginning of the year to the end, and kind of what you hope to develop this season.
Right now we have one returning starter in Bryson Wright, and then we have a few other ones that got some action, a pretty good bit of action, but one returning starter. And then Ben Block, who had a lot of action for the guard position, will come in, and JoJo Ennis will, come in after he gets done with football. And then we have a number of seniors, Lucas Hansen and Ethan Callahan, that's going to help us out. Then we have, players like Luke Davenport that he saw some time last year, but he's going to be called upon to help us out some more this year. And then we got a couple of freshmen coming in, Jordan Richardson and Matthew Ponton, that are going to see some action, along with some other ones. But hopefully, you're going to see in the beginning, probably ETC in the first few weeks of the season, you're going to see we're going to have to work with them and understand that there's going to be ups and downs, but I hope by the end of the season and getting into that region play in January and February, that these guys, that hadn't had that experience at this level, have settled in, and I think with this group, I really look forward to seeing the growth that we're going to have over